But how do you bring this whole thing to a new generation of people and still please the aficionados who kind of grew up watching this kind of stuff?
It's a tall order. It's a tall order, that's for sure. I
well,
mean,
it was the biggest challenge on the movie, on a film called Kung Fu Panda, is how's our Kung Fu going to be different to Hero or Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon or the Shaw Brothers movies or Golden Harvest films, or what do we bring to the table that you haven't seen with Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee or Jet Li, or, you know, we had to figure that out very carefully because we've pinned our colors to the mast in our title, Kung Fu Panda. Right. Kung Fu better be good. And for us, the secret was instead of incorporating the animal qualities of our animal characters, you know, based on the original 5 animals fighting styles in Kung Fu with animation and trying to make sure that the Kung Fu moves were accurate Kung Fu moves. And we had a fantastic French story artist and lead animator called Rodolphe Guendon, who was our martial arts choreographer, who ensured that our martial arts were accurate. But also we understood animal anatomy and physiognomy. So it was the fusion of you know, animal characteristics and martial arts, which I think is something that you've never seen in a film before.
Yeah, and you know, you say, how do we bring it to a new generation? I mean, the goal was to make a great film, and we wanted to not make a parody. We wanted to make a film that was truly, you know, could be within the genre of you know, Kung Fu films, and that was really important to us. And so, for the most part, yeah, we knew the bar is so high. I mean, we're very inspired by, you know, all the great, you know, Kung Fu films, and, you know, we took inspiration and we said, well, we want to build on that. We want to try to at least reach the bar, maybe raise it a little ourselves. And we saw that we had this great, fantastic opportunity to do something in animation that no one's ever seen before. And that was to actually execute Kung Fu in a way that was completely unique and brand new. So I think that was the desire, really, was to make something, and as far as, you know, you're asking about these two different audiences that we had to please. I mean, I guess we had to please ourselves. And that was the thing that was most important and foremost on our minds, was if we could come up with stuff that we thought was exciting and maybe thought our crew maybe was terrified to have to execute, we knew we were on the right path, you know.
And what was also interesting was, I read that you guys did town halls where you brought everybody together.
We were very open government on our movie.
Is that common for a film like this, or is...
I don't know.
I don't know how you would do it any other way. Yeah, I mean, truly, I don't know how you can make an animated movie without having that kind of open collaboration. I mean, you're asking people to devote, you know, all this time and energy and years of their lives on a project, and if you can't get those people invested in the process and you know, feeling ownership of the process, then I think, you know, that it definitely...
The film's never going to be as good as it could unless everybody understands what the film is.
Yeah.
The only way they're going to understand what the film is to be a part of every step, and that kind of means for us we have to air our dirty laundry in public. When we screw up or make a mistake, we have to say, yeah, that was a bad idea, we have to redo it, didn't work, and, you know, and that makes people unhappy. And then when we do something good, people see the film got better, and they understand, you know, that the film is improving because of the choices that are being made collectively.
And that's how you build the trust of the crew, because what we basically show them is we're just human beings. You know what I mean? Like we're all, it's trial and error, this whole process. And that's actually thematic in the story. You know, Po he stops trying to be this perfect ideal, and he just is the best version of himself, and that's what we try to communicate.
Last
to
question
the crew.
then, working with Jack Black then, what was it like working with him, and how collaborative did it, you know, work?
He's incredibly collaborative, and he's a joy to work with. He's like the nicest guy.
Yeah, he's amazing, he's amazing.
And he basically, you know, gifted us the character of Po, because he sort of helped make the character that we see in the movie the way it is. From the very first recording session, he started to give us different choices to the ones that we'd had coming in, make Po more insecure, more vulnerable character, and that, you know, when we saw that and how well that worked and how much more easy it was for us, you know, for you to engage with that character, we sort of recrafted the story to support that. But that came from Jack.
Yeah, because we invited him to make the character as genuine and as real as possible. We wanted him to use his voice. We wanted it to be something that he could relate to very deeply. And, you know, I guess, you know, we're trying to build on his sort of fanboy, you know, kind of love for Star Wars that he had, like trying to sort of use that, or his fanboy love for, you know, AC/DC, and, you know, and that was something that I think was really relatable and allowed us to create a very genuine, very real character that I think everyone can relate to.